All right. Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Shouldn't be, hopefully. Ape of the Hour tier list official. S tier, Ape of the Hour, A tier, an ape with an hourglass. Oh my goodness, Diggy. You put a lot of effort into that, and I applaud you for that much. But, I don't know. Alright. Hello. Welcome, everyone. It is I, Ape of the Hour. Just chilling out on a regular Friday night. But this night is going to be different. You see, I have some guests that I'm going to bring on and chat with me about nonsense. Because what's more fun than chatting about nonsense? You see, what we're going to do is we're going to do some tier lists. Because, you know, it's been a long time since I've done these, you know. I do them occasionally, but, you know, they're more fun to do on stream, and they're significantly more fun to do with people around. So, without any further ado, I'm going to see how these jokers are doing. Let's see how they're doing. I'm gonna drop in on them, see what they're talking about. Hello?
Hello!
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends that have now disappeared. Oh, wait, no, there you are.
No, we're here.
There you are. So, welcome on. First things first, who the heck are you? What are you doing here?
You know who I am.
Well,
No,
I was told to be here.
I actually don't. You kind of just barged into my house and demanded to be streamed, so I obliged, you know.
Don't tell them.
Secret.
I mean, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, yo, Abe, can I be part of your stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then he came over to my house. We got slightly inebriated, and here we are.
Oh hell yeah!
It was
I like that version
totally,
a lot better.
it was totally allowed. Okay, there was no coercion, nothing like that. You know, it was all it was all
There
good.
weren't any katanas or anything involved. It's fine.
But it seems here I am joined by a knight and a sloth, which is an interesting combination. You know, a sloth I'd expect in the jungle, a knight not so much. I figured the armor would rust or something like that.
It does. Let's not focus on that too much. Let's talk about my great personality. Hi, my name's Cody Jones. I haven't streamed in close to a year,
Oh,
but I'm around.
yeah, but you are around. I think I caught one of your last streams. Actually, you were playing DMC4.
You did.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, one of the last handful of streams I got to do, and then stuff happened, and I'm only just coming back to streaming now.
Hey, you know, it happens. You know, it happened to me. You know, last year I streamed seldomly. Like, very seldomly. It's like as rare as a blue moon I'd start streaming. And then I decided, you know, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna take a break. You know, it got too much for me.
Yeah.
But now I'm back, and better than ever. Speaking of people that have streamed very recently, or started streaming again very recently, we have my good buddy, Hibby Sloth here. Hibby, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Abe. Thank you for asking. I'm Hibby Sloth. I have been on 2 streams with these bozos.
Indeed.
This week. I love them.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
These fuckheads.
With these
Wait,
these fucking assholes. I love them to death.
But Bonobo, I thought I was a gorilla.
Oh.
Bonobo is something
my
different.
mistake. I didn't mean to mismammal you or what?
Oh
what
my
primate?
God.
Misprimate you. Excuse me.
No, you. You slob.
I've
You-
even been on too many
You
fucking-
sloths are all the same. I'll fight and no.
Yeah, no, I'm on like a cancellation speed run.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Hibby's just like, okay, I need to be canceled, and I need to be canceled right now.
Yeah, no, I've had too many seasons. I've
Yeah.
had enough of me.
That's right. That's right.
They're starting to kill off characters.
Well,
I've
folks,
been flanderized.
he's been flanderized. Anyway, so folks, we're gonna do some tier lists. Now, on Twitter, I asked the general public to give me some tier lists, of which only one individual did, and his name is Cody, and he gave me a talk. Yeah, you did. You're the only person that linked me tier lists. Although I'm thankful because you linked a ton of them. So it
I like
more
too many to do in one stream.
it more than makes up for it. So we should be good here. Now, my voice may change because I have my like OBS and another monitor on my immediate left. So if I sound like I'm trailing off, that's because I'm looking at what people are saying in the chat. But anyway, without any further ado, we're going to get started with this tier list. Now, this is one very near and dear to my heart. This is favorite Resident Evil games.
Ooh.
And this is going to be divisive because the Resident Evil community, they're known for controversy, okay? You know, they are. I mean, if you somebody's speaking Japanese in the chat. Anyway, I think there's konbawa. That's what they're saying. I think that's
I hope it's
konbawa.
not me.
Konnichiwa.
Desu, or did you? It's been so long since I've read Hiragana. But anyway.
You speak.
I don't know. But anyway, wait, what was that?
Languages do you speak?
Well, I mean, I've been learning German for over 10 years. I took a half a semester of Spanish in college and then a half a semester of Japanese in college. Of the two, Spanish was significantly easier to learn.
I mean, I would imagine.
But that was, this is me. But anyway, back to this. We were talking trash about the Resident Evil community. Although I don't want to talk too much trash because quite a few people within the Resident Evil community are friends with me and I love them very much. But
I mean, I like some of them.
yeah, I like a lot of, they're diamonds in the rough. Let's put them that way. But the Resident Evil community, it's like, okay, if you love Resident Evil 4, you're stupid. If you love the old games, you're stupid. If you love the new games, you're stupid.
How dare
Now,
anyone have
How
opinions?
dare you? But I'm going to get into it. Let's see. We have quite a few here. Let's start off right off the bat. So, first things first. I got to add a row below. I'm going to make it dark blue. Wait, no, I don't want to make this one dark blue. I'm going to make this one dark blue. And I'm going to call this... Oh, come on, man. Haven't played. Because there are some on here that inevitably I have not played.
Fair.
Alright, let's dig right into it. Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles. Really want to, haven't played it. It is insanely expensive. I don't know why.
Wait, Umbrella Chronicles is one of the light gun shooters.
Yes, it was, yeah. So there's,
Neither have I, Diggy.
there is a single RE. Well, that's okay. Now you're gonna learn the truth.
Like the RE is Dino Crisis. That's
Oh,
what-
there you go. That's good too. But yeah, Umbrella Chronicles was like the sequel to, what was it called? Oh no, this is Darkside Chronicles. I'm mixing them up. Darkside Chronicles is the sequel to Umbrella Chronicles, and Darkside Chronicles is the light gun adaptation of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil Code Veronica, and then like one side like story that like links into Resident Evil 4. It's kind of interesting, but I've been meaning to play it. I haven't. Let's see, next. Resident Evil Remake. I have played it. That is a solid S. That is a fantastic game.
That's one of the only ones that I've played, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I would probably give it like an A, because it's not my favorite, but it's definitely really, really good.
You know what? You're right. It's more of an A, I'd say. Let's see. Next here we have Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm gonna put that in A2. It wasn't necessarily my favorite, but I still enjoyed the game.
I like a lot of things about it. It's the first Resident Evil game to fucking scare me at the sight of an enemy because Mr. X like crouching through a doorway where you
Oh, yeah.
expect him.
Oh yeah,
Off guard.
definitely.
The visuals are awesome. I haven't played it, but I'd really like to.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching you play it, which is fun.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. It's a really good game. One thing I love about Resident Evil 2, it updated the map system significantly, and it made it so helpful. It's one of the most helpful maps I've seen in a video game.
Oh, hell yeah!
I recommend it if you haven't gotten the chance to play it. Resident Evil Gaiden. This is a Game Boy Color game of Resident Evil. Haven't played it. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Haven't played it. Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. I haven't. I've really been meaning to play it. Never got a chance. Umbrella Chronicles. This is the more common between the light gun games. This is the first one. This is like a light gun adaptation of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 3.
No, I didn't play. I played the other one, I think.
Yeah,
I remember playing as Leon and Krauser.
Leon and Krauser. Yeah, that is Umbrella Chronicles. Let's see. Resident Evil Dead Aim. That was also a light gun game.
Do you want to screen share to us so we can more closely see what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. One moment. Let me share that. Hopefully this does not melt my computer.
I think I own Dead Aim on the PS2.
There we go. Can you see a lot better?
Yeah.
I just bought it because I was like, I've never heard of this Resident Evil game. I hope it's good.
Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Revelations 2 is probably in my top 3 favorite Resident Evil.
It is really good. However, I think I'm going to put it in C.
Oh.
I mean, I liked it. I liked it a lot. But I don't know. There's just something about it that didn't get me. It's
got some jank.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't.
got some severe jank, and it's definitely kind of suffers from a little too much inspiration from too few places. Which
Yeah.
is to say, The Last of Us.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But the raid mode is so fun.
Yeah, the raid
It's
mode is a
so
lot of
much
fun. It is a lot of fun. I know, admittedly, the first time I played Resident Evil 2 Revelations, Resident Evil Revelations 2, sorry, was the Switch version when they released that. Because it was one of the first Resident Evil games they released on the Switch was Resident Evil Revelations and then Resident Evil Revelations 2. And then they released... And then they released remake of 1, Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 0, and then 5, and then 6. And then they haven't released any of the other ones. I really want them to release Code Veronica on Switch, but, you know.
They did do a cloud release of Resident Evil 7 in Korea.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
I actually owned Resident Evil Revelations 2 4 times.
Oh, wow.
I got it on I got it on the Vita, the PS4, the PC, and the Switch. 'Cause I
Wow.
like that game.
Nice. I think I have the
Sometimes.
Steam version. I should stream it sometime. But the one thing I love about Resident
Co-op online.
Yeah, it has a really good co-op too. The one thing I love about Resident Evil Revelations 2 is how self-referential it is. Like like how like yeah, I'm fine, but I was almost a Claire sandwich. All right.
Who's the master of unlocking now?
Yeah. Or my favorite is when Barry is like going through that like dilapidated like complex and like there's that crashed helicopter on the side and he's like, well, that's one hell of a parking job, and he just kicks it out of the building. Where is all this power coming from?
Where?
All right, let's see. Resident Evil Gun Survivor 2. Haven't played it. Resident Evil Umbrella Corps.
Umbrella Corps?
Haven't played it.
I heard it was fun with friends, but kind of shitty otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I have played. That's a solid C. One thing about Resident Evil 3, what made it so iconic was its whatchamacallit, it's set pieces. You know, it has some really cool set pieces, like the clock tower was dope. Going through the park was dope. Going through the swamps and things like that of Raccoon City, it felt like you were actually exploring like an actual urban setting, rather than, you know, just some rinky-dink police station and then like some underground complex. Which they completely screwed up in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Didn't say that out loud, but
Is that
yeah.
on this list?
I don't think so. I think probably the person that made this tier list made it before Resident Evil 3 Remake was announced, and probably before Resident Evil
isn't on
8.
here.
Yeah, 8 isn't on here either. This is not up to date. Resident Evil 6, the most divisive one.
I think that belongs in D, but the Mercenaries mode is really fun. Not fun enough to justify playing through like 3 12-hour boring-ass campaigns. And a half, sorry. Because it's the 801 too.
Alright, you said D, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in S. Best game ever. It's fantastic. Anyway, moving. No, I agree with.
Play Sherry, which is cool.
I agree. Like, I played through all the modes, all the different modes there. It's a fun game. It's fun. It's just not. It lacks the je ne sais quoi of Resident Evil. It lacks like the spookiness. Now there were some scary scenes, but like other than that, it was mainly action focused. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 for me has like aged like a fine wine. The more I play it, the more I can like really appreciate it. So I'm gonna put it in S. I'd probably say it's among one of my favorites. I'd even if 8 was on here, I'd even put it above 8. 8 was fantastic.
Oh, really?
8 was fantastic, but I feel like 7 like was the like Capcom for the Resident Evil series after 6, they needed a Hail Mary. They needed like a really big return to form, and 7 was that, and they did it fantastically. They did an amazing job with 7. So I'm going to have to say Resident Evil 7 is probably an S for me. Now, I love 8. 8 I'd probably put up in A if I got the opportunity. But in terms of, like, scares and set design and characters and things like that, I really liked 7 a lot. But, you know.
I could argue that 7 was a really good step for the series, but it was lacking some of the charm of the other games, especially with the main character. Ethan Winters is not an interesting character.
Yeah, that's very fair.
But he's made up for by characters like, is it Jack or John Baker that's in the main story?
Jack Baker.
Okay, Jack Baker is one of my favorite characters in the entire series.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more of him.
I know, right? Like, the thing about people complain about Ethan's personality, I think they gave him a crappy personality so that you can, like, go like, okay, forget you, Ethan. I'm gonna focus more on the villains, because the villains, the Baker family, and Evelyn were the best part of that game. Like, the villains were chef's kiss, perfect. All right.
The villains and the environment that you're in.
Yes.
Both, like, masterclass, couldn't be better.
Yeah, absolutely. And in 8, they made Ethan a little bit more relatable. Not that much, but they made him.
I disagree. I think they made him stupider, and it made him way more fun to be around.
Well, there you go.
I haven't even played the game, but I watched you play the first couple hours, and seeing him him kind of turn into Ash from the Evil Dead was like, yep, this is the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, he, like, even in 7, like, that happened. Like, Ethan's always been thrown through the ringer. I think, like, the people at Capcom are, like, sadists or something. They just like to see him hurt.
Ethan must die.
Yeah, evidently so. But moving on, one of the most divisive games in the series, Resident Evil Code Veronica. In this case, it's Code Veronica X, but it's okay. I personally really love Code Veronica. I like it a lot. There are some more problematic themes within it. Some of its mechanics are kind of iffy. I feel like a remaster, if Capcom were so inclined to do one, they could like fix a lot of these issues. But I still enjoy it. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the music. I love Claire Redfield, if you didn't know that already. So
She's great.
Yeah, she's great. I love
Oh,
Claire.
yeah. I can at least say that, and I know Claire, but I don't.
You better Hibby.
About all I
We
know.
love Claire. We love and respect Claire Redfield in this house.
It has like the best CG intro of the entire series.
Oh yeah, fantastic. So much so, I feel like it got like like people like tried to duplicate it.
Leon, why won't you fuck my sister?
Oh no.
I don't know about that
Code
meme.
Veronica.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What are you gonna say?
Code Veronica is a game that I haven't played, but I watched a friend of mine play through the entirety of it like 10 to 15 years ago, and it seemed like the best of that kind of Resident Evil game. It
Yes.
seemed like it just had everything that you would want, but also some issues that you didn't. So take the good
Yeah.
with the bad, and it kind of turned out as little less consistent, but
Yeah.
maybe the best if you're willing to put up with the problems.
Exactly. Like I think one of the biggest things is how saves are handled. Sometimes scenes autosave, sometimes they don't, and they don't really tell you. They don't really tell you when they are. Resource management in Code Veronica. Some of the Resident Evil games are a lot more forgiving than that. Resident Evil Code Veronica is not. In any way, you really have to manage and save your resources. It involves a lot of forward thinking. There's going to be a lot of times when you die and then you're like, okay, I know what to do at this part, so I need this, and then I got a plan for that, and things like that. It rewards repeated playing because it streamlines the process so much. But I like Code Veronica. Moving on. The original Resident Evil. Haven't played it. I mean,
Hold on, let's talk about it at least.
I mean, it's a classic. I mean, it's the one that kicked off the series. It has so many memeable lines.
It's one of the most charming video games ever
Yeah,
made.
it's one of the most charming video games ever made. Haven't played it. I'm sorry. I haven't got around to doing it. I will one of these days sit down and play the original Resident Evil, but I haven't. It'll happen. Believe you me, it'll happen. Resident Evil Revelations. Now, for me, this
played
is really well the first one.
Yeah, that's despite loving the second one, I haven't played the first because I don't.
Yeah.
Has it been ported to anything but the 3DS?
You know what? One moment. I'm switching my minds. I think I'm gonna put Resident Evil Revelations 2 up. I think that's gonna be a B for me.
Yay!
But Resident Evil Revelations 1, I like it a lot. It was originally a 3DS game, and then they ported it to 360 and PS3, and then and Wii U even, and then they ported it to PC with like a Steam release, and then they ported it to Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I think a couple years ago or something like that. I had played the game in its entirety. I had the 3DS version. I didn't complete the 3DS version. I beat the Wii U version because when I first started college at Jungle University, some crocodiles had eaten the local Ethernet cables, and we were out of internet for a good week in my dorm. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Okay, I know, I'll just play Resident Resident Evil Revelations, and so I played the whole game and beat it, and then I got the Switch game version of it, and I played all of it and beat it.
I didn't know they had internet at the Kong College.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
do. It's spotty and it happens. But Resident Evil Revelations is weird in that it has a lot of the mechanics of Resident Evil 4 and like the over the shoulder sort of thing, as well as like they also streamlined a lot of things. It reminds me a bit of Resident Evil 5 also in that regard. But it has like the scanning mechanic, which I like because you can scan like dead bodies and then get like bonuses for taking pictures of them, which reminds me kind of
Like Bioshock.
yeah, well it reminds me of BioShock, but also like Beyond Good and Evil, which I love that game
I've
too.
not played that, but I want to.
Oh my gosh, Cody, you have to. It's a masterpiece. But yeah, I enjoyed it. But the interesting thing, it retains a lot of the ham in the dialogue of the original Resident Evil games.
I've seen that it definitely has some kind of meat, though I don't know if ham is necessarily.
Oh
what I would
yeah,
use.
well, ham cheese. It's a ham and cheese sandwich. Let's put it that way. Like, what was it? There's this boss you fight, and he's infected with this virus, and it totally takes over his body, and he's coming for you. And Jill is like, the virus has totally infected him. Nothing human remains. And nothing human remains.
Nothing human remains.
That sounds like the title of some sad emo metal song, but
It sounds like a Left 4 Dead campaign.
yeah, it kind of does. But I enjoyed Revelations. However, I probably wouldn't play the 3DS version, even though it came out originally on 3DS. I mean, that's why the 3DS had the Circle Pad Pro originally to play Revelations. But it's a fun game. I enjoy it. Let's see, Resident Evil Gun Survivor. Haven't played it.
I didn't. Okay.
It's
I didn't
also
know that was a game.
It's another like light gun type game. Resident Evil 2.
Sucks.
No,
Get it outta here.
I freaking love the original Resident Evil 2. It's a fantastic game. I love it. Like, I mean, I was playing it before. I'm just surprised how much I remember of that game, because like when I always play Claire A, and I always love the part with Kendo when you go in and he's like, "Who are you? What are you doing here? Don't shoot! I'm a human."
Don't shoot.
Yeah. Oh. And then he like uncocks his gun. He's like, "Whoa, sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them. What's going on in this town? Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling.
Like,
By the time I discovered something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies." And then he dies.
is there a mod to convert all of the voices in the Resident Evil 2 remake to be the original voices? Would that even line up correctly?
No, it wouldn't. But
Aw.
God, I wish.
That would be so fun.
They added a lot more dialogue in remake. Like Marvin in the original game is just like, "Ooh," and they're just like, "Hold in there. Are you the only one left?" "Yes, but," and things like that. And he's like, "Now go." "But I just go."
Just go.
All right, hang in there. I'll see you soon. And then they walk away and stuff like that. While in like remake, he's like, "Now listen to me. Whenever you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take them out, or you run. Got it?" Yeah, they made the dialogue a lot more actorly, I guess you could say. Not that I feel like that's a jab at the original voice actors, but it's a lot more, stuff like that. Well,
Most of the voice actors in the original games weren't actors.
Uh-huh.
And from what I was told, this might not be the case for all of the original Resident Evil games, at least for the first one. The voice director was someone who didn't speak English.
Yes.
It was someone who spoke only Japanese, but knew what they thought sounded cool. So they would instruct people to say sentences in a way that sounds cool to a Japanese speaker.
Stop it! Don't open that door!
Exactly.
What? What is this? You are almost a Jill sandwich. Take a look at this.
Takes a look at this.
But no, I know Resident Evil 2 is when I think they had an actual English voice director, because Paul Haddad was a very popular voice actor, and then Alison Court was actually a very, very prominent voice actor. She was the voice of Jubilee in the X-Men cartoon. She played Lunette on The Big Comfy Couch. She worked a lot on that sort of thing.
Awesome! I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Lunette is Claire Redfield. There's a funny story where she was at some expo and she was dressed up as Lunette, and they were showing like trailers, like live projecting trailers of Resident Evil 2, and she heard Claire Redfield and she had like a holy F moment where she's like, "That's my voice!" And so she went over to the booth, and there are like these two like very edgy looking like Wesker looking individuals with like slick back hair and like black suits with their arms crossed and sunglasses, and there she goes over in her Lunette costume, and she's like, "Hey, that's me. I'd like to see how people are reacting." They're like, "Huh, yeah, right. Like, we're gonna let this cartoon clown come on in and see this." It was really good, yeah.
The
But
glamour of being a voice actor.
I don't know, Alison Court, if ever you listen to this, I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, she voiced Claire Redfield until Darkside Chronicles.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, she voiced every single time Claire Redfield appeared in a Resident Evil game. She voiced Claire Redfield until Revelations 2. I actually don't know the voice actress for Claire in Revelations 2, but I know in Resident Evil Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's Stephanie Panisello, who actually herself looks a lot like Claire. Like, she has brown hair and a ponytail and stuff like that, yeah. And she also voiced Claire. Stephanie Panisello voiced Claire in that new Resident Evil series, Infinite Darkness or whatever. But anyway, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Never played it. Outbreak. I want to like Outbreak. I really do, but I think it's a game that's really best reserved for playing with friends. So I haven't fully played it. Resident Evil 4. That's an A tier for me. Fantastic game.
Wait.
Yeah.
Which one is Outbreak?
Outbreak is the one where it's like co-op. I think it's up to like 4 players or something like that. But you team up.
That's
Yeah.
the one where you play as just random people in the city, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that one seems really cool, but also not super functional.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, I would argue that 4 should go into S because it's one of the best games ever made.
It is, I mean, it's a fantastic game. I agree. It's
one
wonderful.
of the most important games to action games
Uh-huh.
in history.
And if this was a tier for action games, it'd be right up there. But Resident Evil games, it's A for me. I still really love it. That's not a jab at 4. 4 is a fantastic game.
I think that it's
But when
incredibly important.
Yeah.
But I like 5 more.
Yeah. Really?
Yep.
I like 5 less. I don't know. Resident Evil 5.
It's stupid. That's why.
I mean, it is stupid, and that's fun. And we have the last instance of what's his face? Wesker, yes. And I appreciate it for that. But it's very much a game that is more oriented towards co-op. Like co-op play.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I played it by myself. And I didn't have fun. I think it's much more fun with friends.
It's kind of annoying having Sheva as just like a backpack, essentially.
Yeah, I know.
She's not as dumb as everyone tries to make her out to
Yeah,
be.
I like Sheva. I like her a
I like
lot.
the character a lot.
Yeah.
But her function within the gameplay is just kind of.
Yeah. They should bring back Treva. Everybody's
Yes,
complaining.
they absolutely should.
Everybody's complaining about bringing back Jill. No, bring back Treva.
Yeah.
Let's see. Resident Evil 0. I have not played it all the way through. I don't think I will. The big thing
I
that.
think I
Oh,
would,
sorry. What were you saying?
I think I would put 0 in like E.
Yeah.
It's got a couple of cool ideas, but it's just plagued by its problems.
Yeah, I could see that.
Every problem with it prevents you from enjoying it, sadly.
Yeah, I know. Like the big thing for me is the removal of chests. Like the chests that you put stuff in. The fact that you just drop things on the floor and then come back to them later. And then you have to know exactly what room you put them in because they don't spawn in other save rooms. They're just in that original room you were in. So you could like leave a shotgun in a room and then kind of have to like drag it with you all the time. Like, okay, drop it, go, drop it, go, drop it, go.
So you end up just leaving things on like the primary path.
Yeah.
But there are some times that the primary path gets locked and you can't go back to get your shit.
Yeah.
So you just have to hope that when you go through this door, there isn't a cutscene that says, "Nope, you can't get this,"
Hibby,
because there's no way to get it.
Yeah.
on.
what are you and Digi doing?
Diggy?
Diggy?
I'm trying to pass time somehow. I got nothing to contribute here.
I'm sorry. You know what?
It's okay.
Here, we'll do this. Resident Evil Mercenaries. Haven't played it.
I love it.
I should.
fucking love it.
I should, but I haven't. All right, we're gonna move on to another one so
Shadow
that
Crisis goes in S.
and save this one. I'll save that for later. I'll open it up in another window. All right, I'm gonna open up another one. Let's see. I'll pick one that you can contribute to, Hibby.
Yay.
Let's see.
I've never played Resident Evil, so
No, you're
I
good.
know what to say.
You're good. Here, okay, this one I know. This one I know you can contribute to.
Oh fuck yes, oh hell yes.
Come on.
Oh,
There we
fuck,
go.
Oh, hell. Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Nintendo franchises.
Oh, okay, I'm awake.
I'm awake.
I no longer sleep.
All right, let's see.
I would say to add a double S and an F.
Yeah, one moment. I'm gonna add above. I'm gonna make it a triple S.
Smoking sexy style.
I'm gonna make this pink. Then down here, you know, I'm gonna make. I don't know about an F, but I'm gonna make a not a fan one.
Bad. Stinky.
Or actually, you know, I will make an F. And just anything in the F or D category that means I haven't played it or don't really have a strong opinion of it. All right, there we go. Let's get right into it. Surprisingly, there's not a lot here, but then I realized, oh, they don't really have a ton of franchises.
Some of these aren't Nintendo franchises.
Oh yeah, but one moment, let me get two out of the way right now.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
mean,
Now,
I mean, Nintendo funded the sequel.
yeah, that's true, and the
Technically,
trilogy, so the third one.
They
you know?
technically, yeah, they technically own Bayonetta 2 alongside Sega. Like, it can't be ported anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's get into it. Advanced Wars.
Never played it.
Yeah, me
Never
neither.
played
Me neither. Not really my bag. Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Donkey Kong deserves to be in Triple S.
Uh,
Animal Crossing, I love it.
I think it sucks. I can't get Dom.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
game won't let me have Dom.
It's just not. It's not for me. I
You're
don't.
subs, so.
I'm not a big fan of games that. Wait, what? Whoa! Hibby,
You got him!
settle down.
Got him!
That took me a second.
Days.
That's a clip.
Wow. Wowzers. All right, but yeah, I think like Animal Crossing, I'm not really into games where like you have to. It's like there's no end. I like games with like some finality. I don't know. That's just me. Not really into.
Personally, I think I would put Animal Crossing in like a C,
Uh-huh.
but I absolutely respect the shit out of it and the importance it has in society.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the designs and I have tons of friends that love this game and I love my friends, so I have to love it in some respect.
I think
But
that if I think that you have more friends that like it than the number of friends that
I mean none of my friends don't like it, so
exactly.
so I
We
mean
have a text channel just for
I
it.
know, right? We have a whole channel in Discord devoted to talking about Animal Crossing. But anyway, moving on. Dr. Mario. That's probably a solid B tier for me.
I would put Dr. Mario in D or F.
Wow.
Because it is just a slow, boring Tetris that only starts difficult and gets boring as you go. There's never a time in Dr. Mario where you feel like you achieved something at the end, only at the beginning.
Yeah.
I see.
I
Interesting.
am Dr. Mario, and I am saving
Well,
lives.
call me slow and boring because
It's, hey, it's engaging for like 30 seconds and then it just kind of
I-
falls off.
Yeah, that's true. It's not.
And the
so-
superior puzzle game from Nintendo isn't on this list.
Yeah,
Actually,
Panel to
Pawn.
Panel to Pawn. I love Panel to Pawn.
What is that white text next to F-Zero? What is
All right, over here. This is Fire Emblem.
I would put that in like a B. I think
Yeah,
it's good.
it's
but
a
it's not-
solid B.
Yeah,
so
Fire
Akira-
Emblem.
No, I don't wanna trash on Akira. It's just not for me. Like those kind of.
Just throws hot coffee
those-
in your face
those-
until he sees you.
Yeah, this is a very sensitive subject for Akira, and I don't like to upset him. It's
I
just
don't
fire.
either.
Fire Emblem isn't my bag. That's all. It's not my
I have
thing.
no beef with it. I've just never. played
Yeah,
it.
me neither. It's not my kind of thing. I mean, if you enjoy Fire Emblem, all the power to you, but it's just
Yeah,
not
there's
my
nothing
thing.
wrong with it.
F-Zero!
F-Zero.
Sorry, Cody. I feel like I cut you off.
No, that's fine. We don't have to talk about Fire Emblem. It doesn't matter.
I mean, do you like Fire Emblem?
I like it, but I don't love it.
I see. That's fair.
I just
It's
found
fine.
out the other day that F-Zero is just a pun on Formula One.
Yeah?
I had no idea. I'm stupid.
You know, that's a solid S for me.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd put it that high, but it's probably an A.
I don't know.
It's
about
It's
definitely-
my
me.
favorite racing game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Golden Sun. I didn't actually know Golden Sun is Golden Sun made by Nintendo?
It's made by Camelot and owned by Nintendo.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I haven't
I
played
never
it,
played it,
so
but I've always
yeah.
been told I should.
Kid Icarus.
I like it from a distance. Never played it.
I like Rising. It's a good game.
Yeah, I like Resident, and admittedly, I actually like a little known fact. I actually do like the original Kid Icarus a little bit.
Cool.
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
I
Kind
played, like,
of.
20 minutes of it on the Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Why are there some that are just white? Oh, okay, I see what they are. Someone says
Are you
They didn't
mother.
plan this through very well for a light theme.
Kirby.
Kirby goes in triple S.
Yeah,
Kirby is a
absolutely.
Kirby triple fucking S.
Now here's a question: what's your favorite Kirby game?
Oh fuck, I can answer that.
Uh huh.
Air Ride.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh,
Air
good
Ride.
pick.
Air Ride is
Yeah.
is ambitious as fuck, and
Yeah.
it's a fucking racing game.
Yeah, it was great.
Love it.
I love it.
I would say Superstar Ultra or. Man, Air Ride's a really good pick.
Yeah, I know.
Ultra is hold on.
Man.
Superstar Ultra is the best platformer. Air Ride's like the best.
My man. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Those are the if you only gonna play 2 Kirby games, you play those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superstar
That said,
Ultra.
I do want to try that new one coming out.
Yes, Forgotten
Yeah.
Lands looks really good. I look forward to
Sounds like
that
a week.
one. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Damn. Not to
Move.
date this too much, but damn, that's soon.
Yeah. Let's see, moving on. Luigi's Mansion. I love Luigi's Mansion.
I have only played like 2/3 of the first one,
Uh-huh.
and I liked it, but I was too stupid to beat it when I had it as a kid.
I see. That's fair. The thing about the original Luigi's Mansion, it had so much charm, so much music, so much attention to detail. It was really good. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I don't know, it felt kind of like it was sanitized. Like it didn't have the same kind of charm and stuff like that. And then 3 kind of brought that back a little bit. Although I haven't beat Luigi's Mansion 3. I really should. I enjoyed it. It's just playing Luigi's Mansion during any season other than, during any month other than October feels dirty. It doesn't it doesn't feel right.
I hate that I've only ever played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Like
Really?
Like I need to play like 1 and 3 because those are apparently way better.
Oh yeah, they slap. They're great.
I forgot 3 came out. I never played it.
I need to get 3.
Yeah, they're great. It's great.
Mario and Luigi?
Mario and
I love
Luigi.
those games.
There's like an equal number of bad games as there are good, so I would put it in B. But the good games are fantastic.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like there's a lot of bad, which are mostly remakes.
I think I haven't played any of the Mario and Luigi games.
I mean, this is your list.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but-
You know what? One moment. I'm gonna rename this. I'm not gonna call it F. I'm gonna say haven't played.
That's fair.
Yeah.
F for fair.
Oh, that means Animal Crossing is the bottom of what you would.
I'm sorry, but I played New Leaf. Couldn't get into it.
That was the stressful one. That's the one that
yeah.
I played, and I was like, I don't like Animal Crossing. And then I played the new one, and I'm like, no, I kind of like it.
All right. Mario Kart. I'm gonna put that in A. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in A. I like it.
I don't like Mario Kart. I
Wow.
don't enjoy it.
Why?
Interesting.
I don't like that it's a luck-based game where it feels like all you can do is fail because everything is so like tightly one way of doing everything.
Hey Cody,
What's up?
I agree with you. I like Mario Kart, but I'm gonna be real. Just about anybody that's tried to go toe to toe with Mario Kart, I've actually enjoyed better than Mario Kart. I love Crash Team Racing. I love Diddy Kong Racing. I love Sonic Transformed. A lot more than Mario Kart.
Interesting. Let's see. Moving on. Mario Party.
I don't like Mario Party, but I like watch.
When Mario Party's good, it's fucking good.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in A.
It's not.
I liked Mario Party 2. I haven't played 3. I liked 4 and I liked 5. And then there was like a huge spill where it's like, oh yeah, we're not gonna make a lot of good Mario parties. And then Superstars came out, and that was a lot of fun, mainly because it borrowed from a lot of those other ones. But yeah, I like Mario Party occasionally. Again, it's a game you can only really play with friends. Why am I getting
Mario Party and Mario
notifications?
Kart on the same level as far as it feeling like all you can do is fail, and it's all luck.
Yeah.
Your only agency is to fail.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Super Mario.
Does that just mean every Mario game ever?
Yeah.
That has to go in triple S. That
I'm gonna put it
I
in
don't-
S.
I don't
Mario
know.
is not like in my top 20 or anything, but it's like those games are really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good Marios. The only thing that weighs down Mario for me is New Super Mario Brothers. Other than that, I
Yeah.
don't really have any problem.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah,
I would
I'd
say
agree.
Super Mario Brothers is my least favorite.
I
including
would
Sunshine.
It's
agree.
very like homogenized. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
No, it is. That's the right word.
Metroid. I
I haven't
haven't.
played a single Metroid.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I respect it enough to put it in C. I respect that grind. I have people that the thing is, the people that play Metroid, they're like devout fans. I haven't met anybody who's played Metroid and be like, yeah, it's okay.
I want to get into
I haven't
Metroid
played
so
it.
bad. I
I
do.
haven't played it, but I respect it enough to put it into the bottom half, so it looks like I dislike it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Mother folks. I haven't played it. I haven't played this Mother. Is this Mother 2? Oh, that's Super Smash Brothers. I haven't played Earthbound. I haven't played Mother 1. I haven't played Mother
How come
3.
Mother's in there twice.
I don't know. I think one is Mother 3 and the other is the original Mother.
I mean, it's the same series. So that's
Yeah.
weird.
Or they goofed.
Or they goofed, yeah. Mother. Tell your children not to walk my
That's
way.
the thing about these tier lists. Next time I do a tier list, if I want to do something, I'm just gonna make it my damn self. That way I know
Yeah,
everything on it's good.
that's true. Let's see. Paper Mario. Not a fan, but you know, that's
There
just
seems
me.
to be a theme with a lot of these games for me where there's some really good ones and then there's some not so good ones.
Yeah.
That's just Nintendo.
Yeah? Pikmin. I
I
played.
really like Pikmin, but I don't think I would put it above like A.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
say.
B is probably safe.
For me, I'd put C. I've only played the first Pikmin.
Okay.
Never played
But
Pikmin.
you know. Okay,
Pokemon.
I'm gonna draw a lot of heat for this.
That's fair.
I'm
What's
not
Pokemon?
I'm not a fan of Pokemon. I'm sorry. All right.
I'm literally shiny honey.
So
A lot about games.
when you grew up with a sibling who like basically worshipped Pokemon and like every day it's kind of hard to get into it. I don't know. It was more of my brother's thing. It wasn't really
totally
my
fair.
thing. I like some of the designs, but like in terms of the games, in terms of the mechanics and stuff like that, I'm not really that into it. Punch Out, on the other hand, I love Punch Out.
Chat rules.
Punch Out is fantastic.
I freaking love Punch Out.
Fucking, I know there's probably people that would say like that they probably shouldn't bring back Punch Out because of all the stereotypes. It'd be like, fuck it, put Little Mac in space.
Yeah,
Fight aliens.
or make them fight robots or anything like that.
I would love a fucking wacky ass Punch Out if it just meant we could get next level to make another.
Or you know, it'd be a cool. Sorry, go ahead, Cody.
Oh, I'd like to think that Punch Out's stereotypes and caricatures are silly enough that it's not like super offensive to anyone.
I
Uh-huh.
hope not.
It's
Yeah.
I'm in a weird position with that.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Like I play it and I'm like
But you can fight a gorilla in that.
I know.
Or Donkey Kong.
Don't remind me.
He beats your ass.
Yeah, I know. Which I was gonna say, wouldn't it be cool if there was like some sort of like, not Punch Out proper, but like a Donkey Kong version of Punch Out, where it's just like all the fights from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Yeah, I was just thinking that Jungle Beat.
Yeah, but have like different types of like bosses that you have to fight and things like that. I feel that would be really cool.
That'd be dope.
Let's see. Moving on. Next we have Super Smash Brothers. The thing
I
about
would put that in S.
Yeah, that game has made me happy a multitude of occasions.
okay, controversial opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. The game
You
itself
can just beat it.
is. You know,
I'm gonna put it in B. The thing about Smash, I play it.
fucking,
Hey there, Toad. How you doing?
Oh yeah,
Glad-
I could do that on stream.
Glad you could join us. The thing about Smash is, I get the new version. I play the crap out of it for like 2 months, and then I play it with friends online all the time. It's great. We're having a great time,
And I have a really fun time, and therefore it goes in B.
and then it just drops. It's like I'm done with you, you know. It's like eating a burger. I'm done eating the burger now. I gotta throw away the wrapper, you know. And then like a new character is like, oh hey, check it out, new burgie. And then I eat that, and then I'm like, it's like
You might hate it, or you might really like it.
it is fun initially, and I can appreciate it as like being an ambassador to a ton of Nintendo games for a lot of people. But I don't know,
It's
I
a
would-
buffet that you just want to leave.
yeah, it's like, and the thing is like, it brings all these characters together, but it brings it together in a way that like it has its own like aesthetic sort of thing.
Identity.
Yeah, it has like its own identity, and I don't know. I don't like the aesthetics of Smash aren't really my jam
That's
per se.
fair.
Everything seems very like clean and chrome and sterile. I don't know. I guess that's just me. It's hard. It's hard to enunciate it. It's just like I don't like the vibes. But I mean, I enjoy playing it with people.
Yeah.
I just have no one to play it with. I mean, I do have people to play it with, but they don't want to play.
Bitch, I'll fight you anytime.
I might fight you. I don't really like the netcode in it, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
I don't either, but it's kinda fun.
Moving on. Rhythm Heaven. It's got to be an S for me. I really love the Rhythm Heaven games.
I love the art. I like a lot of the music. I haven't played it.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. You know, working in tandem and like playing something like to a rhythm is a lot of fun. It just feels great. Splatoon. I'd also put that in S. I really like Splatoon. But again,
I don't. Go ahead.
interesting. I was going to say, but it falls into like a similar sort of category of Smash where like I play a lot of it and then like I play it with friends, but then my friends stop playing it and then I stop playing it as a
It's one of
result.
those games, right?
Yeah. It's one
It's a
of
game
those.
that wants you to stay invested forever, but you just don't want to. And
Yeah.
I don't know that that's necessarily a knock against the game. It just says that you have a life.
Yeah, it's true.
You have more of a life than the game wants you to.
Star Fox.
Star Fox is like a solid B for me because I only like a couple of the games.
God, Star Fox is such a mixed bag when it comes to
Mhm.
gameplay
Yeah.
styles, fucking art styles, tone.
Yeah.
Not story. They've done the same story 4 times.
Yeah.
No.
Andros.
I just wish Star Fox could A, get more games, B, be more consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
No, less consistent. I want less consistency. Please don't do
Yeah.
Star Fox 64 again.
I
want it again.
I want a new villain other than Andros. I want a new villain for Fox and the
I-
crew to fight.
I
The
agree
stars
with
are the limit,
Cody.
and we're stuck at 1.
I agree with Cody. I don't want another 64 style game.
Mhm.
I would actually. I think he talked about it the other night, but I want a game like Assault again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Don't throw Crystal under the bus like you did K. Rool. Bring her back.
Yeah, bring her back.
She's fine. Reclaim her from the furries.
That's
Bring her
right.
back.
The closest thing to a Star Fox game that we've gotten in the past decade, excluding the one that's just a Star Fox 64 remake again, was actually Starlink, the Ubisoft game that allows you to play as Star Fox if you have the toys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Starlink.
It's an Ubisoft game. It sure
That's-
plays like a fucking Ubisoft game mixed with
that's
Star
true.
Fox. But if you like that, then sweet. It's fine.
One moment, folks. I'm gonna move to my pre-stream real quick. I gotta put on some more tunes. There we go. 3 hours of relaxing Donkey Kong music. That ought to do it.
Nice.
All right, moving back. Okay, where are you folks? There you are. Like it takes you all a second to come back. All right. All right, moving on. The legendary Starfy. I want to play it. I haven't tracked down a cartridge of
Wasn't
it.
there only like one game localized?
Yes.
Like the DS version.
I had
Yes.
that. It was really fun. I didn't beat it because it's very long.
Oh,
Wow.
Let's see. WarioWare. That's a solid A for
Love
me.
it.
Yeah, I love WarioWare. I really love the WarioWare series. The question is, what's your favorite WarioWare? I think we talked about this yesterday, actually.
We
now
talked
that I
about
think
this, yeah,
it.
like very recent. It's WarioWare Touched.
Oh, yeah. For me, I said WarioWare Smooth Moves. Probably because it was my first WarioWare I ever played.
It's the same reasoning behind mine. My first was Touched.
Yeah, cool. How about you, Cody?
Sorry, I'm half here. Which game is it?
WarioWare.
Oh, I love WarioWare.
What's your
It's
favorite?
super fun.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Probably Smooth Moves.
Smooth Moves. There you go.
It's a good one.
Yeah?
This is like my second
It felt the
favorite.
funniest.
Yeah, it did feel like the funniest.
Oh,
Seba-
handlebar.
Yeah, I love the like explaining. The chauffeur. Point the form baton forward with your arms on both ends. So good. Supposedly in the original Japanese version of Smooth Moves, those scenes were voiced by a non-native Japanese speaker because they liked the sound of him saying the words more than in native Japanese. Moving on, Xenoblade or Xenoblade.
I have never played it.
That would be triple S for me as well, because it had a massive impact on me during the worst time of my life, or one of them.
Uh huh.
But I completely get people not liking it. So I have a feeling this is gonna land in haven't played or D, and that's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm glad
I
that
absolutely love Xenoblade 2,
I'm
but
gl-
it's also something I wouldn't recommend to anyone because it's the most anime-ass bullshit.
Oh yeah, I know. I noticed.
I don't jive. I don't
Yeah.
jive with that usually.
Me neither. Let's see what next. Yoshi.
I like some Yoshi games.
Yeah, I like Yoshi's Story, and wait.
Yoshi's got a good game and a half.
Hmm. I like.
That's about it.
Yeah, I like Yoshi's Island, and I like Yoshi's Story. That's about it.
Play Yoshi's no, not Crafted World. Woolly World. I heard Woolly World is good, but I've
Really?
never played it.
I'd put this probably in B. Yoshi's a little bit of a mixed bag as
Yeah,
well.
there's a lot of meh. Yoshi
Yeah.
games.
The Legend of Zelda. This is probably one of the most. This is also probably one of the most divisive series. I know, Cody. I think yesterday you said you don't like Zelda.
That's true. I
Yeah.
don't remember saying that, but you're correct.
I think you did. Yeah, you said you didn't like Zelda. Hibby, what do you think of Zelda?
I desperately have been trying to get into it
Uh-huh.
multiple times in my life, and I never finished one. I've played a bit of Wind Waker, a bit of Phantom Hourglass.
That's
The
the
farthest I've gotten has been through Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're definitely something that you chip away at. Zelda is like a really big game. Like it takes a while to play all of them. I mean, I enjoy them. I'd probably put it in A. But I don't know. That's just me. I've only beaten 2 Legend of Zelda games now that I think about it, and they're both the Nintendo 64 ones, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
I mean, people would argue those are the best ones.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite is Majora's Mask purely for the fact that it took the series in a new direction. Since it was
That
like
they then ignored.
that they then ignored, and I like the like the music is great. Like Koji Kondo does a great job. I like the aesthetics. Like I love the textures and the story and like the themes and everything about that game. The only thing is like it is hard. It's difficult.
Majora's Mask is probably my second favorite of all the games because
Uh-huh.
it feels like a fucking horror game that doesn't
Yes.
fit with the rest of the series.
Yes.
So it's really unique and cool.
And that's what
But-
I'd love if somebody made a like with the mechanics and some of the like aesthetics of like a Nintendo 64 Zelda. If they made a horror game, I feel that'd be really dope. But you know, but yeah, I like Majora's Mask. I like the I like the aesthetics, the themes, the characters, the music, the world of Termina. They're all great. I really enjoy that. There's just some BS mechanics that they threw in there that I didn't like. Pirate's Fortress, trying to get to the Great Bay Temple. The Great Bay Temple itself sucks. The entire water section. Like, Nintendo at that time was just like, okay, every time that we have a Link jump into water, we have to make it the most difficult, nerve-wracking level that anybody has ever played. And that's and I mean, Ocarina of Time. Everybody says that Ocarina of Time's water temple is the worst. I mean, have you played Great Bay Temple? Great Bay Temple sucks, but you know.
So my history with The Legend of Zelda is that I have tried almost every single fucking Zelda game ever, aside from the ones on the DS and the 3DS. I have tried every single fucking Zelda game, and I just don't like them, except for Breath of the Wild.
Oh, there you
Because it
go.
did
That's the one
something
I
that
like the
felt
most,
really
too.
unique.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that was the
The
one.
Legend
I
of
enjoyed
Zelda.
the
Oh, go
most.
ahead.
Who, me?
Oh, I can keep going if you like.
Somebody say something. Hebby, go.
All I said was fucking Breath of the Wild was my favorite too. It's the farthest I got in a Zelda game.
There you go.
Breath of the Wild is the one that I like the most because it's the one that feels like it did something with a video game with any direction and wasn't just a combination of, like, let's lightly touch on a lot of different ideas from video games and have them in one big package and make it feel like an adventure, but not really excel in any category. The combat isn't exciting. The puzzles aren't all that interesting. The art and everything, the presentation is great. But that's not enough to sell me on a game or a series, so none of them held my attention except for Legend of Zelda 2, the one that everyone hates because it's really hard, Majora's Mask for the story and everything, and Breath of the Wild. All the other ones kind of lost me within the first couple of hours because it just felt like I'm waiting to watch a story unfold that I would rather watch someone else play. So I've seen just about the entirety of the entire series, but I don't want to play them because they really bore me.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is totally fair.
Yeah. Let's see. ARMS. You know, I like what ARMS was trying to accomplish, like for Nintendo to actually cement an actual fighting game. And I'll tell you right now, I love the main theme of ARMS. Like that. Oh, that's so catchy.
It's very catchy.
But the game itself, I don't know.
It leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
It's lacking.
I feel like it needs to be tighter and needs to be more content. Like I think there should be more fighters.
Yeah, it's a little too basic. It's like, I don't know. It gets old after a while.
I'm gonna put it in D. Probably.
It kind of felt like year one Street Fighter V, where okay, you can play online, and there's some fighters. That's enough for $60, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Goodness.
It felt like floaty, lesser Virtual On.
Yeah, I know what you mean. ARMS. All right, we've completed our Nintendo franchises.
We did it.
Now we're
Our
gonna.
list would look very different if I was.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
we've all got different opinions on things here.
Let's see. Let's move on to another good
That's what makes us
one.
interesting.
Let's go to. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. Let me open it up here. All right.
I unfortunately have to go before we start doing this.
Oh, no problem.
I hope you guys can rank all the controllers well, and hey, maybe someone else will join in. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Adios, Cody. Have a good one.
Goodbye. I love you.
There he go. There he go again. All right, Hibby, it's just you and I.
This is you and me, pal. This is you and me.
You want to make out?
No.
Okay.
I love you, but not like that.
Wow, way to stand me up.
There's plenty more animals in this jungle, pal.
That's true. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So, Joy-Cons.
Oh god, I would love these if they didn't fucking drift all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say mechanically, like their like design is kind of poor. And I know a friend of ours was talking about a couple days that she loves these. They're great. That you can like split them apart and use them. I don't find them very comfortable, and I find when I hold them like upright, it kind of makes my hands fall asleep. I don't know. It's at a weird angle where it like pinches a nerve with me. So I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them in D. Probably not my favorite. Let's see. Xbox 360 controller.
I don't hate it. I don't like the way the buttons feel on Xbox controllers.
Interesting.
But other than that, it's a pretty good controller.
Oh, it's decent. I'd probably put it in B for me personally.
I feel like the colored buttons are a little too hard.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Xbox Duke controller can go straight to hell. No, get out of here. No.
I never have and probably never.
So,
will use those.
So when the original Xbox came out, Hibby, this was the controller that they packed with it. It was called the Duke controller, and it's enormous. It's a huge controller. It's very uncomfortable. It has really sharp edges. It's not. It's not a good controller.
What were they thinking?
I don't know. Probably they weren't. But then in Asia, specifically in the Japanese market, they released this one, which I'm holding on to right now. This is the it's called the S controller. It's smaller because of country dynamics. You know, people in Asia, they have smaller hands, and so they made a controller that was designed for people with smaller hands. However, people started importing the S controller from Japan because they found it to be a lot more more comfortable than the Duke controller. And so Microsoft officially released the S controller in the United States as well, and it became the standard. And now, like, all Xbox controllers are in some way designed like the S controller.
S for standard.
Yeah, I'd probably say so. I'm going to put it in. I'd probably put it next to the Xbox 360. SNES controller.
I like it
Yeah,
for what it is.
it's good for what it is. Yeah. PS4 controller. Where did I put a PS4 controller? I mean, it's pretty
I like
comfortable.
those.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty comfortable. Probably put it in an A. A Genesis controller. Or wait, what is this more specifically? Oh, this is a Sega Saturn controller, which is essentially like a Sega Genesis controller. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan personally. I don't know. I don't find them all that comfortable. The Wii U gamepad. I'd probably put that in C. I don't know. It's pretty comfy, but not.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good, but it's like it feels like I'm holding a tablet in my hand. The PlayStation 1 DualShock controller.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation controllers don't change too much.
Yeah, I know. We're probably gonna, because basically the DualShock PlayStation 1 controller is like identical to the PlayStation 2 DualShock controller, so I'm putting them in the same tier. We have the regular, original PlayStation 1 controller without the analog sticks. Yeah. I mean, this is very similar to the, SNES controller, except it has a grip and it has another set of shoulder buttons. But other than that, I mean, it's virtually indistinguishable. The Wii U Pro controller. I like the Pro controller actually quite a bit. I wouldn't put it in S though. But I like it. It's pretty good. It's pretty comfy. Very similar to like an original, to like an Xbox 360 controller, except the triggers aren't analog. So it's like a weird mix of like an Xbox 360 controller and a PS2 controller in that regard. GameCube, that's S tier. That's S tier right
GameCube
there.
is like my favorite
GameCube,
controller.
very comfy, perfect controller. NES controller, I hate it. I hate the NES
I don't
controller.
like that thing either.
Who thought it'd be a good idea to make hard square edge controllers that are like the size of like a, I don't know, like the size of a chocolate bar that you have to hold right close to you? Doesn't make sense to me. Nintendo 64 controller. A lot of people are divided on this one.
I like the thing, but I'm a little...
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I like it. I'm gonna put it in A. I get what they were going for with it. They wanted to make it like where it can adapt to multiple different play styles, but you know, my favorite, I still have mine, is a Nintendo 64 controller that is painted yellow, and then the bottom is spray painted brown, and it's Donkey Kong 64
that
theme.
thing.
So it looks like it's you're holding bananas. I love that thing. I took because I had gotten rid of my original Nintendo 64, but I took the shell of that controller and I put it on a USB Nintendo 64 controller. So now that's like my default for that. Let's see. Moving along. Sega Dreamcast controller. I actually very much enjoy the Sega Dreamcast
I
controller.
think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I've never held one.
It feels like holding a speedboat. Basically. I like it. It's very similar to like a Xbox controller, basicly.
It does. I do get vibes from that.
Yeah.
I like the Wii and Nunchuck.
Yeah, I do too. I'd even argue I'd put those in S. Those are really comfortable too.
It's surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah, I know, right? Moving on. DualShock 3. This is the PS3 controller. Virtually indistinguishable from the PS1 and PS2, other than the fact that it's wireless, it has a home button, and the back two triggers are analog. But other than that, I mean, I don't know.
It's about the same.
Yeah, design-wise, like, Sony is very consistent with their controllers.
Up until, like, very recently. Now, like, the PS5 controller's very...
Yeah, the
Like
DualSense.
a mix.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
DualSense.
It's like a
Yeah.
mix of, like, an Xbox and PlayStation
I
controller.
know. It's interesting.
I like
Yeah, and then finally Xbox One. You know, actually, I do like the Xbox One controller.
Never used that one.
Yeah, I have one. It's called, I think it's called Phantom, where like the top of it is like opaque white plastic, and then it fades until transparent. It's a very comfortable controller. Like it has like this good grip on the back of it, and the analog sticks like have a divot so that your like thumbs like fit in there very comfortably.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
We did the controllers.
Now we did the controllers. Now we gotta do another one.
Let's do another one.
Let's see. Another one.
Another one.
Oh my gosh. Cody sent me so much. Oh, I know. This is gonna be a big one for you and I, Hibby. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Abe.
The Donkey Kong games. All the Donkey Kong games.
I think you and I are probably going to see eye to eye a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's get started. So, the original Donkey Kong.
It's really good for what it is, but it doesn't do much for me personally.
Yeah, me neither. I like, you know what, one moment. This is they gave way too much leeway.
Why is there a G and an H?
There's a G, H,
that
and an
supposed to
G, H, and an I.
What is that supposed to convey? F is normally conveyed as like the worst. So,
Yes.
I
I don't know. They just wanted to give more leeway, I guess.
do we even need an E?
You know, we really don't, I guess.
E doesn't
Keep
really-
it to American grading standards.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't seen an S grade. But anyway, original Donkey Kong, I'd put in a D. I mean, it doesn't really do much for me. It's a fun game, but I mean, it's not the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
Same with probably Donkey Kong 3. I almost said Donkey Kong
Yeah.
Country 3. Donkey Kong 3. Donkey
64.
Kong 64.
So that game, I love all the ambition that game has. I
Uh-huh.
love all the characters, the world building, everything it offers. It is a bit of a chore to play. Actually, a lot
Uh-huh.
of a chore to play, which is what holds it back.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love everything about it.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to put it in A. I'm gonna put it in A. I really enjoy it. Even in spite of the tedium, I really enjoy Donkey Kong 64. It's so charming. Like, you just have to love that.
It's yeah, that's where I'm at. It's like, man, I wish there was a way that you could like update this game to where you could switch Kongs on the fly and didn't have to collect sinks and bananas
Exactly.
for everybody. 'cause it would
Exactly.
make it so much better.
If there's any game I feel that like it was like in need of like some sort of streamlining or something in that respect, it'd be Donkey Kong 64.
Some sort of quality of life update. Yeah.
Yeah. Donkey Kong.
94.
Yeah, Donkey Kong
So,
94.
if you're gonna play a classic Donkey Kong game, I've been told that's the one to play.
Interesting.
That's the one that spearheaded the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, I think.
You know what's funny? I haven't played it, so I'm
That's
putting it.
fair.
F is also haven't played. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I just haven't played it.
That's fair.
Let's see. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Get the heck out of here. Get the heck
I
out.
appreciate Payon as a studio for like giving us fan service, but that game's not that great.
Yeah. The original Donkey Kong Country. Now this is one actually. This is actually one, Hibby, I believe you and I are very divided on.
Oh yeah.
Well, not super divided on, but we have differing opinions of it. I love the original Donkey Kong Country. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I know a lot of the levels are very repetitive and there's not a lot of variation within it. But I still love it. Like, I don't know. It still gets me.
I think what I can say about between Rare's trilogy and Retro's duology
Uh-huh.
is all of the Rare games have like this wonderful atmosphere that you can just feel, whether that be
Yeah.
from the level designs or the music. And I think Tropical Freeze has some good atmosphere too, but with Returns and Tropical Freeze, I prefer the gameplay more, but I
Uh-huh.
feel like a lot of that atmosphere, especially in Returns, is missing.
Yes. I'd absolutely agree. However, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, I'd put right next to the original Donkey Kong. I really love that one too. It is fantastic.
That one is. I'm always flip flopping between Tropical Freeze and DKC2, but
Mhm.
DKC2 out of the original trilogy is my favorite by far.
Absolutely.
Um,
Wonderful.
by far.
Yeah.
If I had to rank them, it would be from bottom to top. Out of those 5 games, it would be Dixie's Trouble at the bottom. I'm sorry. It's tough because I would flip flop. I'm gonna put the original Donkey Kong at 4 only because it is a bit repetitive, and I like Returns gameplay a bit more, so it just slightly edges it out, despite me not liking a lot of the designs.
Uh-huh.
Then after that, it would be. Let's see, what am I missing? So it would be that. Then it's a toss up between 2 and Tropical Freeze. Like usually those are always fighting for my love.
Interesting.
It's so hard to pick.
Yeah. Now, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. You know, actually, it's funny. This is technically the first Donkey Kong Country game I played. It was on the Wii Virtual Console, but I did not have a classic controller. I had a GameCube controller, so I was at a distinct disadvantage when playing this game, and which probably made me dislike it when I was younger. Then I got all the, and then I learned about emulation, and I played it on an emulator, and then I played the GBA version. I would say it's probably a C for me.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
it's good, but
it's got some tough competition.
yeah, it was like definitely I felt they were at like, okay, we don't know what to do with the series anymore.
Well, it's got a lot to do with the team that made the first 2 Donkey Kong countries moving on to work on what would become Banjo-Kazooie,
Uh-huh.
and a separate team within Rare did a 3 and 64. So it's definitely got a different feel to it.
Yeah.
I think that kind of to me explains why it doesn't hold a candle to the first 2.
Uh-huh. I know, it was great. But let's see. Donkey Kong Country Returns. For me, that's got to be a B.
It's a B. Like it's got great level design.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
It's probably the weakest in terms of music for me. Just 'cause
Yes.
it's the only one David Wise doesn't compose.
Yes, that's like the largest complaint I've heard anybody say is that it's like musically a lot of it is very repetitive. Either it's like them trying to emulate old Donkey Kong Country tracks, or like just like this very, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know the one track that they introduced that I do like is the Rocket Barrel ones that da 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 da.
Yeah, that was great. It's so hard because like I just ranked them for you, but like I don't know, like Donkey Kong Country, like the first one has these things that I think are better than Returns, but Returns has some things that I like better than Country. I really love retro style.
I do
the
too.
Gameplay.
I do too.
It's tough.
It is tough. Tropical Freeze.
Oh God, they it's like they listened to all the complaints I had with the first game. It's like, hey, well, not all of them, but a good portion of them that they could do, right? It's like there's no water levels, there's no David Wise music, the levels aren't as atmospheric as older games. Man, let me tell you, we got some damn good level designs in this one. David fucking Wise came back to do music. The water levels, while you don't have anything like Aquatic Ambience, although I think there is a remix of it in it, are some of my favorite water levels in any Donkey Kong Country game. You got playable Dixie back, you got Cranky, you got Funky in the Switch version. you know, you can't play as them separate unless you're doing hard mode. Rambi's still the only animal buddy, and there's no Kremlings. But damn it, Snowmads are a close second. They are good.
They are really
like,
good.
That's the other complaint. I did not like the Tiki Tak tribe that much. I thought they were pretty generic for villains, but the Snowmads do emulate a lot of that feel that the Kremlings have. So much that their bad guy is just a copy of K. Rool. But Tropical Freeze is an S tier for me.
Yeah. And in spite of that, it sucked. Anyway, moving. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's an S tier. It's an S tier for me too. It's utterly fantastic game. For one, I agree with almost everything you said, Hibby. Okay, great soundtrack, very atmospheric. I love the Snowmads, and it's freaking beautiful. Like the graphics are really good.
The themes and like the levels, like usually the worlds, when you go through the levels, they're telling a story. Like the fruit world is like this fruit factory, and in this one level, you start out on these big fruits and you're going through this machine and you're on drinks and stuff.
Yeah, and then it turns into popsicles. It's so cool.
That's it, popsicle.
And then you go, and then like when you go to DK Island, you like are going through like these caverns, and you're seeing like the frozen bodies of like all the enemies you fought in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like that.
People complain about like New Super Mario Brothers or just Mario Brothers in general using the same level tropes and stuff. This game does the shit that people would love to have in their platform.
I know, right?
Amazing level themes. Amazing.
Yeah, really good. Design. I love the it's been so long. I really should replay Tropical Freeze, but the autumn levels where you're like jumping on leaves and you have those
Windmill Hill.
Yes, Windmill Hill. Yeah, I love that level.
Music in that level is good.
Really good, really good. Let's see, Donkey Kong Jungle Climber.
I have that. I have not beat it yet.
Yeah,
I like it just because
I haven't played it, so I'm putting it down here.
I like it. It's like a clone of like the peg grabbing games. I forget.
Is that the name of the character. Is that like where is it on here? Donkey Kong King of Swing. Is it similar to Donkey Kong?
It's the sequel.
I see.
It does a couple things I like better. It tries to emulate that 2D like 3D sprite Rareware stuff did. It's not done in like actual pixel art. It's more done in like rendering type of stuff. It looks nice. There's an original story to it I like better than just Donkey Kong trying to stop K. Rool, which was the plot of the first one. This one has like a really cool side story involving an alien race coming to the DK Island called there were bananas, and there's this one called Zananab. It's got the space theme to it, and I think that's really cool.
Interesting.
I would recommend you try it out sometime.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up. It's the same with King of Swing. I don't. Oh wait, no, that's Donkey Kong Land. Let me put that back. Same with King of Swing. I haven't played King of Swing either. I haven't played any of these games.
I might have told you this story, or it might have been somebody else, but I remember one of my favorite like video game trades I ever made, which sounds bad on paper, but for me it was actually really cool. I traded a copy of Mario Kart DS that I played the fuck out of already for a copy some kid had of DK King of Swing.
Interesting.
And I loved it.
Nice.
I loved it.
Nice. Yeah, for me, one of my favorite trades was when the original Donkey Kong Country Returns came out. I was talking about it with a bunch of my friends, and this other guy was like eavesdropping on us, and I'm like, oh man, this game looks so good. I'm like, I wish I could play the originals. And he's like, I have the Game Boy Advance version. And I'm like, you do? And he's like, yeah. I'll give it to you for $10. I'm like, you got a deal? And he had it right then and there. and then I played it, and it was fantastic. One thing I love about the Game Boy Advance ports of Donkey Kong Country is they add a lot of sounds. Like they have the original soundtrack, but they add like the audio from Donkey Kong 64 and all those games into it, which I really liked. Plus, Donkey Kong Country 3, the soundtrack on Donkey Kong Country 3, the GBA version, is significantly better than the original. The original one was like it felt very dark and atmospheric. It really didn't feel like upbeat in any way. But that's just me. Donkey Kong Jr. It's okay.
It kind of falls in the same tier for the other Donkey Kongs for me.
Yeah. I have not played any of the Donkey Kong Land games.
Neither have I, and I hear they're worth playing. I hear there's some differences.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Donkey Konga.
Donkey Konga.
Oh!
Oh!
Probably no one will know what we're referencing. Which is probably for
maybe one
probably
person in chat.
probably for the best. Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
I like Donkey Konga. I'd actually put it up in A. I really like the first one. The second one, I don't know. The second one doesn't have the tracks I really like on it, so I'd probably put it in. I don't know. Probably put it in B.
Never played any of the Konga games. And
They're-
I know that Japan got a third one.
Yeah, they did. They did. I think Japan and I think did Europe get a third one? Did I don't know. I'd have to. I think it was only Japan. But yeah, they're fun. They're fun rhythm games. My favorite track in the first Donkey Kong is probably Oye Como Va by Santana. That's probably my favorite to play. Let's see. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Oh man.
Man,
So
what do you
that
think
game-
about Jungle Beat, Hibby?
I used to have a lot of hang-ups about that game. Mostly just because of it. It was like it was pitched as like a hard reboot for Donkey Kong, basically. And I looked at it negatively because I thought it was erasing all these things that I love, but it didn't. And being older and looking at it, you know, all these years passed and through hindsight and stuff, it's a damn good platformer. It's so much fun. It's from the team that went on to make Mario Galaxy and current Mario 3D games. It's really good. It's in a fucking A tier for me.
Yeah, I'd say so too. One thing I think that vastly improved Jungle Beat was the new play control. Yeah, the new play control for Wii was really good. I have Jungle Beat for the GameCube, and I have the original bongos. I do not like that play mechanic. Like I do not like that control scheme. I much prefer the Wii remote. Yeah.
Interestingly, sorry. My first time playing Jungle Beat was the new play control version.
Hey, Hibby, guess what?
You too?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it at a GameStop and picked it up. And
Same here.
I only got Jungle Beat and the bongos because it was it was in a G2K that was going out of business, and it was cheap, and you bet your ass I was gonna buy that.
Yeah.
And having played it, yeah, Wii version's better. Like,
Yeah.
it's just better.
I agree wholeheartedly. I have not played any of the Mario and Donkey Kong games.
If there's any I would play, it would probably be the Game Boy one, just because I've heard so much praise about it.
Interesting.
These are just, I don't know. I don't think they interest me.
I mean, they're basically just like a continuation of the original Donkey Kong arcade series, basically.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them necessarily like Donkey Kong Country games or anything like that. They're more Mario games than Donkey Kong.
Right. Donkey Kong has, it's got a couple different types of games in its belt. It started out as an arcade game, puzzle game, and it turned into what Rare turned it into with Donkey Kong Country, and I think that's the Donkey Kong you and I love.
Yes.
Not that I don't respect these games, it's just they don't do much for me.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we've completed the Donkey Kong one. It seems I have a ton to catch up on. Let's see. Let's move on to another one. Let's see. Let's do. Let's do this one. Let's do Candy.
Candy? Okay.
Yeah, Candy. A Candy tier list. All right, let's take a look at this. Mr. Goodbar.
I've had that, but I don't remember what it tastes like.
It basically, Mr. Goodbar is isn't Mr. Goodbar. It's from Hershey. I think it's like a peanut or some sort of filling. I don't know exactly. And why do we have two versions of Mr. Goodbar on here?
Probably a different flavor or something.
Yeah, there's some. It has some filling. Let me double check. Let me see. Mr. Goodbar. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone rather than on my computer. Mr. Goodbar is a candy bar containing peanuts and chocolate. So yeah, it's just like a Hershey's bar, but with chocolate in it. Which with peanuts in it. Which I think Hershey already releases Hershey bars with like peanuts in it. So I don't know what the difference would be. Probably put that in D. Get this E out of here. We don't need that. Pocky. Do you like Pocky?
Yeah, I've had a lot of different Pocky. I
Yeah.
think it's good.
I really like, I'm going to sound like a huge weeb. I really like green tea Pocky. That's
no,
probably
they're
my
great.
favorite, yeah. Very snackable. Let's see. 100 grand. Actually, I haven't had 100 grand
100
personally.
grand. Oh, I love those. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. Those are okay though.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of the Take Fives.
Oh
I
yeah.
really like the Take Fives.
Yeah, I like Take Five. Take Five is pretty good too. And it's amazing to think some of these candies came out within our lifetime.
We're old.
I know, right? Like Take Five came out in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think they renamed Take Five to Reese's brand.
Something like that. I don't know.
It's like Reese's Take Five now, and I'm like, oh, that's
No.
fine. But they're still good.
Let's see. Laffy Taffy.
I like it. I mean, I like any fruity or sour candy, and those are fruity, so
Yeah.
I would eat it.
I'd agree. I like the apple flavored, but without fail, every single time, whenever anybody gives me Laffy Taffy, they always give me the banana one.
And
Despite me
artificial
being
banana is so hard to get right.
yes, despite me being an ape, I do not like banana candy.
Artificial banana
Yeah.
is so hard to get.
It really is. It really, really is. Like I like banana runts. I do not like banana Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, those banana Laffy Taffy are like the last ones in the bag for me. Those are the
Yeah.
struggle taffies. Like that's if I need a hit really bad.
Yeah, exactly. Hershey's Kisses. They're okay. I'd put them in B. Snow Caps, not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan of
yeah.
Snow Caps either. Actually.
Butterfinger.
Those get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, me too. I'd put them in D.
Brain me, bro. Fuck banana candy.
Bro, F banana candy. I hate banana candy. Cadbury Dairy Milk. This is a Cadbury chocolate bar. I really haven't had anything from Cadbury other than the Cadbury cream eggs, and I don't like.
Got some of those eggs the other
Yeah.
night, like 3 of them.
I don't like Cadbury cream eggs. They're cloyingly sweet. Like the cream is cloyingly sweet. Like if I take a bite and it gets on my tongue and it's like somebody poured like sugar directly on my tongue.
This is what it feels.
That's what it tastes like, But the chocolate, I could take it or leave it. We have Mr. Goodbar twice on here. I don't know why.
It might be a different type of Mr. Goodbar. You just can't read it because
yeah.
it's so small.
Maybe it's maybe dark chocolate or something like that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Reese's Pieces.
I like them.
I like them too. I'd put them in B. Well, actually, maybe I'd put Kisses in C. But yeah, I like Reese's Pieces. They're pretty good. Reese's Pieces. I'm used to saying Reese's Pieces. Some people I know say Reese's Pieces.
People who say that are wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like, this is pronounced Reese's. This is pronounced Pieces. It's supposed to rhyme. I literally just had it an hour ago. God, they're so good. Aero bars.
I had those.
You've never had Aero bars?
No.
They're pretty good. There's a store in the jungle. It's called World Market, and they sell a lot of imported candy from all over the world. Aero bars are really popular in Canada, and they're pretty good. They're like chocolate bars with a ton of tiny little air holes in them. It's interesting.
Oh.
They're pretty good. I'd probably put them in a B, probably. Milky Way.
I like Milky Way.
Eh,
They're all right.
They're okay, but I'm not too much of a fan.
I'm not crazy about chocolate in general.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I'm not really big on nougat. Let's see. Spree.
Spree, huh? I
Spree.
can't remember what Spree tastes like.
Spree is a lot like Sweet Tarts,
I
except
like Sweet Tarts.
yeah, except they're chewable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they chalky or are they like Sweet Tarts?
No, they're like chewy, almost like yeah. You ever have Mentos?
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
those.
they're like those, except they're like thinner. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. Probably put them in A. Which, by the way, Sweet Tarts, putting that up there too.
Make my mouth hurt.
Fun Dip.
I've never been a Fun Dip guy.
Yeah, when I was younger, they were okay. But now, not too big of
My
a
partner
fan.
loves them,
No.
and that's okay. But
Yeah,
I'm not big on it.
yeah. Jolly Ranchers.
They're not big.
Yeah.
I like fruity stuff, but I'm not big on Jolly Rancher. I'm
Yeah.
not big on like hard candy you suck on.
Yeah, that's fair. Here's a question, Hibby. If given the choice, what would you say is your favorite flavor of Jolly Rancher?
Probably like either the apple or the blue one.
My man.
Yeah.
My favorite is the apple. My favorite is the apple flavor. Everybody will debate and say that the watermelon is the best. I beg to differ.
No.
I
You gotta go with the apple.
I much prefer the apple.
Usually if there's green or blue in any sort of candy, I go for those.
Absolutely. Let's see. Runts.
Like
Yeah, I could take them or leave them. The banana ones are okay. They're not the best. The orange runts are pretty good. I like the orange ones. The other flavors, I guess I like the cherry one, but the other ones don't really stand out to me all that much. Let's see. Next. Reese's. For me, this is S tier. I love Reese's.
Yeah, regular Reese's?
Yeah, regular
Excuse me? Great.
regular Reese's peanut butter cups. Excellent. I love it. All my homies love Reese's peanut butter cups. Swedish Fish. I'd put that in A. I like Swedish Fish.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're good. I've never been a gobstopper guy. Again, it's hard candy you suck on.
I'd put them in the same camp as Jolly Ranchers. Pez.
I like the Pez dispensers.
Yeah, I like.
Candy is just, it's a rip-off. It's just chalky.
Yeah, I was like, I like the dispensers. The candy leaves much to be desired.
Like, if you made that shit taste good,
Uh-huh.
made it sour or something, man, you'd get me to buy more Pez dispensers.
Yeah.
I'd buy some of that shit.
Or make some other type of candy that can be dispensed, but other than
Yes.
that, yeah.
I would enjoy it. Or, like, make them chewy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Let's see. Twizzlers.
Bro, I could devour.
I love
without
Twizzlers.
even, like,
I love Twizzlers.
devour Twizzlers without even thinking.
Whenever I go to a movie theater, that's the one snack I always get. I always get a large Dr. Pepper and Twizzlers. And popcorn occasionally, but, you know. Those are like my three. Those are the ones I always go to.
I tend to go for, like, if I want to be a fat ass at a theater, I get the big popcorn. I get the fucking, I get a Sprite with some sort of cherry stuff that you put in it, because they'll ask, and maybe some like Sour Patch Kids and some Bunch of Crunch, and I'm a happy sloth.
Oh boy, I know. For me, it's those three: popcorn, Twizzlers, and Dr. Pepper.
Twizzlers would be a good alternative if I didn't have those other two though.
Yeah. There was a time where my local movie theater changed to Red Vines, and I was very upset because I hate Red Vines.
This means war.
It does. Whoever invented Red Vines, what were I'm gonna go full of AVGN. What were you thinking? Now I'm a gorilla, and now I'm angry. What were you thinking? They're so waxy.
I hate waxies. Like,
Yeah.
you know those little soda candies with the juice in them you chew?
Yes.
I can't stand those.
Me
Like,
neither. I don't know. And like wax lips and stuff like that. I'm like, who?
Ew.
At what point did people think that wax tasted good? It tastes like wax.
It tastes like fuck.
You can put that stuff in my candles. You can't put it in my candy.
Gross.
I know, I'm not a fan. Jelly beans.
Jelly bellies. Those.
Yeah.
Listen, last time I went to the store with my partner,
Uh-huh.
I got a small bag. Even though they're expensive, I should probably not have bought them. But I bought a bag of the buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies.
Oh no.
That's a fat boy dream. The butter flavored beans.
I don't know. I'll actually put them in A. I do like Jelly Belly jelly beans. My only thing is I like the fruit flavors.
The
Everything
flavors are good.
everything else I don't like the buttered
the Tutti
popcorn.
Frutti's great. I don't know. Something about that popcorn is guilty pleasure for me. I don't
Interesting. Yeah, I like the Tutti Frutti. I like the they have like a blueberry one that's really good.
know why. Yeah, that one's great.
I still have a huge jar of they sell like those like one moment. I wonder if I still have it. I'm gonna go check. I wonder if it's
Okay,
still
I will
good.
entertain chat while you're gone.
Let's see.
Hello, this is Hibby Sloth, and you're watching Ape of the Hours tier list only on Twitch.tv. I'm green. I'm green with it. I like candy, and now we keep talking about candy. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Don't eat food. I eat candy. That's okay though.
I still have it.
Yes.
Let's see. Best used by April 1st, 2022. Wow. I still have like a month left.
You better get the.
I have to eat. This is how many? So 49 flavors. What is the capacity of this thing? I don't know. It doesn't say. But there's a lot. There's a lot of jelly beans in here. And they even have brand affiliations now. So like now they have Krispy Kreme flavored jelly beans. They have Sunkist flavored jelly beans. They have A&W ones. 7-Up, Dr. Pepper.
That's a lot of jelly.
Yeah.
bean
Let's
flavors.
see. On this they have berry blue, blueberry, bubblegum, buttered popcorn, cappuccino, caramel corn, champagne, chocolate pudding, cinnamon, coconut, cotton candy, A&W cream soda, crushed pineapple, Dr. Pepper, French vanilla, green apple, juicy pear, Krispy Kreme glazed blueberry cake, Krispy Kreme original glazed, lemon drop, lemon lime, licorice, that can go straight to hell, mango, maple syrup, margarita, mixed berry, sunkissed orange, orange sherbet, peach pina colada, sunkissed pink grapefruit, raspberry, red apple, A&W root beer, 7-Up, sizzling cinnamon, sour apple, sour cherry, sparkling grape soda, strawberry daiquiri, strawberry jam, sunkissed tangerine, toasted marshmallow, top banana, tutti frutti, very cherry, watermelon, and wild blackberry. There's a lot of flavors.
I love a lot of those, except the Harry Potter beans. Or whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Bean
pick.
Boozled.
Yeah, something like Bernie Bott's many flavored beans. Let's see. I'm gonna pick one and see what it is. It's like light green,
Okay.
lemon lime.
Oh, I like that.
Not bad. Let's see. I'm gonna do another one. The red ones are always a toss-up because they could be cinnamon, they could be cherry, or they could be strawberry, or they could be apple. But let's see. I have a nice red one here. That one's cherry. And Do one more.
Chili.
Oh, yes. Blueberry.
Blueberry.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to eat this whole thing. Anyway,
Taste.
moving on. Starburst.
I like Starburst.
I do, too. I'd probably put them in A, personally.
I agree.
Yeah, the original ones are good, but they're too citrus heavy. Because, I mean, 2 out of the 4 flavors are citrus flavors.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like it when that happens. Like the original, like Skittles. Skittles, 3 of the flavors are citrus flavors. Yeah, lemon, lime, and orange. That's why I like when they said, we're going to change the green to green apple. I'm like, yes, finally, a change and a change I love. I love green apple flavored candy.
Same.
I love it a lot. And then people are like, no, we want it back. So they officially brought back the lime flavor. And I'm like, why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why would you do this?
Why you do this?
Why you do this? I just want to be left alone.
I don't want to be left alone.
Let's
Why
see.
you do this?
Lifesavers.
Not big on those because they're
Yeah,
hard.
me neither, you know. Compared to like some of the other hard candy, I don't really like lifesavers. Gummy lifesavers though. Those slap.
Yeah, no, those fuck.
Yeah, those are
good.
those are really good. Skittles. Oh, they're all
I
right.
like them.
Yeah, they're okay.
My favorite.
Yeah, the thing about Skittles, they always get stuck in my teeth,
Ooh.
and they feel like I think you bite into a Skittle, it feels like it's like a really rough texture.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like sawing my teeth down.
Hold on, Abe. I gotta take a quick restroom break. I will be right back, pal.
Oh, go ahead. As a
Oh.
matter of fact, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'm gonna take a little break here too. I will be right back.
I have returned. I am back. But I don't know if Abe's here. Well, that's okay. I'll just chill. Hello to anybody watching. Timmy Slug. We're gonna do more tier lists. I don't know where Abe went, but whenever he's back, we will.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back.
Hey there. Sorry that took me so long. All right,
It's all good.
back to streaming.
Back to straight, man.
There you are. All right, let's see. Milky Way. I think we already answered this one. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a fan of nougat, so I'm going to put that there. Same with Snickers. Keckers, on the other hand, that's another
Cackers,
story.
though.
That's another story, you know. That's something you can wake people up for, you know. I don't know if everybody would get that joke, but I enjoyed it. Let's see. Haribo. Golden Bears.
They're alright. I like gummy bears.
Yeah, I do too. I like Haribo a lot. Whoppers, hate them. Hate
No, no,
Whoppers.
suck.
Hate
All my homies hate
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
All my homies hate Whoppers. What about Ring Pops?
They're okay, but they're also like hard.
Yeah, they're an interesting novelty, but I'm not a big fan of them. Trolley gummy worms.
Trolleys, I like them.
All right. Airheads. Out of control.
I like airheads.
Yeah, airheads are pretty good. Sorry, I'm secretly eating sushi on stream.
Yeah, this stream has made me very hungry.
Nope. I'd put them, no, I love them a lot. I'm gonna put it in S tier.
Hell yeah.
Candy corn. Can't stand it. I hate candy corn.
Yeah, no, I don't like candy corn either.
I don't like it. Not a fan. Same with Cadbury cream eggs. Not a fan. Tootsie Pops. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Too many.
It really does. It really is. I think I said on average, it was like 300 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. In fact, you know, everything related to Tootsie Rolls, not a fan. Not a fan of Tootsie Rolls. It's weird because it's like taffy, but it's also supposed to be chocolate. I'm not a fan. Let's see. Crunch.
Crunch. I like
Crunch.
crunch.
Yeah, Crunch
I like
is pretty good.
I like
Yeah.
the crunchy parts.
I do too. Pixie Sticks.
Nah, man, I'm not big on that.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just sugar. It's just sugar and
You want
paper.
sugar tubes?
Double bubble bubble gum.
I mean, bubblegum is candy.
I love-
like bubblegum.
I like bubble gum a lot. But you know, to each their own. Atomic fireballs.
I gotta be in the mood for that.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I like them. They're
Yeah,
intense, and I like intense cinnamon candies. But I gotta be in the right mood for an atomic fireball. These were really popular when I was in elementary school because there was this rumor going around that soldiers during the Iraq conflict would eat these to stay awake,
All right.
or something like that. Something along those lines.
Wow.
I don't know. Anyway, move on. Twix.
Twigs. I like twigs.
I like Twigs too. In fact, I'd say it's probably one of my favorite candy bars.
Good.
Hot tamales.
Not big on those, but again, gotta be in the mood for it.
I actually love them. I love them a lot. Like I said, I like intense cinnamon candies.
Yes.
But these aren't as intense as atomic fireballs,
They're
and,
not.
and I like them for that. And I do sometimes eat these to stay awake. Let's see, moving on. Mike and Ike's. Actually,
I love Mike and Ike.
they're pretty good. I like when was it Jurassic World? It was Jurassic World. When Jurassic World came out, they had like this cross promotion with Jurassic World, and there was like dinosaur flavored, like Mike and Ike's or something like that.
Huh.
Like it wasn't flavored like a dinosaur. It was like Indominus Rex Berry or something like
Oh.
that.
Okay.
see. Moving on. Almond Joy. Almond Joy is tropicaling. What do you think of Almond Joy, Hibby?
I don't hate it or like it that much. I think it's alright.
I love that. I love Almond Joy. I don't know. I like coconut, and I like the combination of chocolate and coconut, but I also like almonds and chocolate. So this is like a really good combination for me. However, on the flip side, I actually don't like mounds. Don't like mounds. Dum Dums. These are popsicles. Not popsicles, lollipops. Yeah, like little lollipops, like little suckers. When I think of these, I was always given these at during when I got my hair cut. Like they gave it out as like a gift to kids when they got their hair cut. So I always associate it with that. I'd probably put them as C tier. They have some good flavors though. I mean, I think my favorite is they have a pina colada flavored Dum Dum.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's really good. Sour Patch Kids.
Love them.
I'm pretty good too. I'm gonna put those in A. Let's see. Atomic Fire, not Atomic Fireballs. What are these called? Those like super sour candies. Warheads. That was it. Warheads. What do you think of Warheads?
The regular Warheads are kind of they're really sour. And I like
Yeah.
them for hard candy. But the gummies they have, which I don't think are on this list, but the Warheads sour cubes, I like. They're chewy, and they're not that sour, but they are stronger than something like Sour Patch Kids.
Interesting.
I love those.
Interesting. You know, I actually do like sour candy quite a bit.
If you ever see the Warheads fruit cubes, whatever they're called, they're good.
I know as a kid, my friend of mine, there was like this sour, it was Warheads, whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Warheads spray. Like it was a candy spray.
I've had that actually very recently.
Yeah.
You keep going. I gotta use the bathroom again real quick. My
Alright.
Don't worry about waiting on me.
No problem. Alright. Now it's time to get into the weird esoteric stuff. Why do we have Pocky twice on here? I already said I like Pocky. Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape. I like Bubble Tape. I like her a lot. I like the different flavors, though. Like, there was, back in the day, there was, like, an apple flavor. That was really good. Let's see. Dots. You know, despite popular opinion, I really like Dots a lot. Dots are pretty good. I like Dots. I like gumdrops. They're like gumdrops, but without the sugar on it. I don't know what these are. I think these are kind of like gobstoppers, but I'm going to put those down here. Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a piece of that Kit Kat bar. They're all right. I like they're very light. The thing about a lot of chocolate bars is they really go heavy on the chocolate. Kit Kat is very light in comparison. Probably just because of the wafers. And I like the crunch and the crispiness of it. Lemon Heads. I actually really love Lemon Heads. I like Lemon Heads a lot. I like lemon candy a lot. Like, I love... There's this one online, like, distributor of candy and dried fruit and stuff. It's called Nuts. Nuts.com. And they have some of the best lemon drops I've ever had. They're so good. And you could buy like a 5-pound bag of their like lemon drops for like $25. It's crazy, but they're so good. My older brother bought like a 25-pound bag of them. And he's like, here, we can share. And I just go and sneak into his room and grab a handful and then go back into my room and just eat them. And it was like a constant supply. They were so good, though. Let's see. Maltesers. Maltesers, for me, are on the same tier as There's Whoppers. I'm not a fan. I don't like malted milk balls. Let's see, what is this? Oh, is this Now and Laters? Hate them. Hate Now and Laters. Now and Laters are like the extraordinarily stiff, like stick to your gum, not chewy, not very enticing cousins of Starbursts. Starbursts are so better by comparison. Now and Laters, now I like their flavors, but like the consistency of the candy is not good. Kinder Joy, that's illegal in the United States. However, still in Germany, available, but it's a seasonal thing. I think Kinder Joy is only available during like the Easter season. Interesting fact about Kinder Joy: if you are caught trying to bring this is a Kinder Surprise. Sorry, if you are caught in customs in the United States trying to bring in a Kinder Surprise egg, you will be fined $200, and it will be confiscated.
What did I miss?
So, Hibby, you know the Kinder Surprise eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling the chat here that if you go to Germany and you get Kinder Surprise eggs and try to bring them into the United States, it will be caught in customs. Some people are better at sneaking it through customs, but it will be caught in customs. And if you are caught with a Kinder Surprise egg, since they're illegal over here, you will be fined $200.
What the fuck?
They will confiscate it and they will fine you $200.
Why are they illegal?
Basically, do you remember, Hibby, those Wonder Balls?
Oh, okay, never mind. You're
Yeah.
talking about the somebody choked on a toy.
Yes. So there's toys in the center of these chocolates, and a kid choked on them once or something similar to that, and so they said it was a choking hazard and were deemed illegal. I am going to put it, because I like Kinder's chocolate, I'm going to put it in A tier, even though I haven't had a chance to have these. Same with Kinder Joy. Kinder Joy is pretty good too. Kinder Joy are the only ones that are legal in the U.S., and that's because one half is the chocolate and the other half is the toy. M&M's. Not actually, I'm not actually a fan of M&M's.
I'm not a big fan of plain M&Ms, but I do like other flavored M&Ms.
Yes, I love peanut butter M&Ms.
Yes, took the words right out of my mouth.
Those are my favorite.
Those are good. I like the crispy ones, but not as much as the peanut butter.
Absolutely. Really winding down here. See, nerds. I'll put that in B tier. Not a huge nerd fan. It's like not something I'd reach on like a candy shelf to grab and like go like, yeah, I'm gonna eat these.
Me either, honestly.
Yeah, but they're okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
I remember, Hibby, back in the day, they released it. I think it was called Nerd. Was it? No, it wasn't Nerds. It was. It came out around the same time. Like this was like when Wonka Candy was making a ton of crazy candies, and they made Nerds Rope, which is still around nowadays.
I like Nerds Rope.
I like Nerds Rope too, but they also released. It was called Wonka Donuts.
Yeah, I've had those.
Yeah, and they were like chocolate, like with like a nougat, not a nougat center, but like a creamy chocolate kind of ganache center, wrapped in chocolate, and then it had sprinkles on it. I remember those.
I remember those too.
And let's see, where are these? Sour Punch. I like that.
Sour Punch straws.
Yeah, I like Sour Punch straws too. I like the apple flavor, and
Yes.
and there's a strawberry one as well. Let's see. All right, we've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tier lists.
How many we doing tonight, bud?
I think usually I don't like to stream too long, and we're at like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it here.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I think we'll do some more off of the list that Cody sent me last week. Hopefully, we can get through more of those. Well, thank you, Ibby, so much for joining me.
Anytime.
Yeah, yeah.
You know I'm here for you, pal.
Yeah, we both secretly, you don't know, we live in the same jungle.
Yeah, the rainforest is just a few blocks down from the jungle. So.
Yeah, I know. One it's raining a lot, the other one not so often. Still does, but not as often.
Anybody we can raid? I think Mika's streaming.
Yeah, is Mika streaming right now? Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me take a look, because I don't have Twitch open. I have my stream app open on my phone, but usually Twitch is really hard on my computer, as ironic as it is. Let me take a look at people that are streaming. Yeah, Mika's streaming with 42. 42 folks, yeah. Let's go bother her. Alright, let me open up my chat here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's taking a little while here.
Taking time.
Alright. Let's go in. What should the raid phrase be?
I'm trying to think. What was something that happened this stream that would be relevant for it?
I don't know. No, one moment. I'm gonna switch windows here. Oh, come on. Ugh. My dang computer. Alright, there we go. I just switched over to my pre-stream.
I got it. Make the phrase women too.
Alright. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna say women too.
Alright, anybody still with us, go in there and say
We're gonna go in, we're gonna bug Mika, women too. Thanks for joining me, folks. Have a good one.
Have a good one.